Okay, so we are going to go through all the grammar rules today to understand how they are used in SAT and ACT. These rules are common for SAT and ACT. There might be some nuances of difference here and there, but overall, the rules stay the same, right?
Mhm.
And if you talk about SAT, you get almost uh, 20 plus questions on grammar alone out of 54 questions. So
Mhm.
20 plus, which would constitute almost 45% of the test is on grammar
Yeah.
in SAT. And same is the case with ACT. So not just SAT, ACT, all the different tests in India and in US have this component of grammar in them. So we'll go through the rules. We'll understand how these rules work, and we'll see some practical examples of these rules as well. Okay.
Yeah.
And these are not just from the perspective of test, but also from the perspective of your writing skills. So in case you get to write some piece of content which you have to submit to the school, although Chat GPT and other applications make it easier, you still need to have a good understanding of all these rules to make sure that the content is properly punctuated. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay, so let's start with comma, semicolon, and period. So first of all, why do we use them? What is the use of a comma, period, and semicolon?
Um. Uh. A period is obviously to mark the end of a sentence.
Mm-hmm.
A comma is to split up two sentences, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And then a semicolon. Uh. I forgot what a semicolon was for.
So semicolon is probably something in between comma and full stop.
Mhm.
So let's try to understand this in detail. See, when you drive a car, you follow certain traffic rules, right?
Yeah.
Why are there rules for traffic? Why are there those traffic rules that you should probably drive in your left or drive in your right, depending on the country you are in? When you go further, there is a square and there that traffic light, red, amber,
Yeah.
green. So you're supposed to respond to it properly. Red means stop. So why is
Yep.
there a red light there?
To tell you to stop, like make sure that you stop
So why do you stop?
because it's a red light,
So why is there a red light?
so that it tells you to stop.
Okay, that's interesting. But then why do you have to stop? Why don't you just go there? I mean, if there is,
Well, because
why
because
should you put a light there?
because that means that there is other people coming from other sides.
Exactly, exactly. Because there are other people coming and there should not be an accident. So
Yeah.
all these traffic rules are to avoid an accident, right?
Hmm. Yeah.
Similarly, all these rules of punctuations are there to avoid the accident.
Yeah.
Accident of what? So accident of thoughts. Like, for example, if we talk about the simplest of them, the period.
Hmm.
So one sentence ends and another sentence starts, and you put a period there to tell that you are talking about two different thoughts and they
Hmm.
should not clash, right?
Yeah.
I have a beautiful house. We are five members living here. So
Hmm.
you are changing context from house to members, and that's why you put a period.
Got it.
I have a beautiful house. There are five members living here. So if you do not put a period there, there is a possibility of accident between thoughts. Okay. Now my question to you. When you drive a car, do you like to have a lot of red lights?
No.
Do you like to have a lot of green lights?
Yeah.
Yes. Same goes with all these punctuations also. You should put a comma or a semicolon or a full stop only when needed.
Hmm.
Otherwise, a road without traffic signals is the best road, isn't it? Have you ever
Yeah.
driven on a highway?
No.
On a
Not yet.
highway, a road, there are no traffic lights. You can zip
Yeah.
through like 20 kilometers and no traffic light. You can just zip
Yep.
through the road. Do you like that?
Yeah.
Do you enjoy driving on a highway?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what. In our conversation, also, all these pauses are not like the ideal thing to have, isn't it? So are we clear about it?
Yeah.
That we should keep them only when needed.
Got it.
So if you have an option of having a period or having a punctuation or putting a punctuation on or not putting a punctuation, what would you choose? Would you,
Not putting a punctuation.
yeah, not putting the punctuation. So that's what it is. This is one thing that you should keep in mind. And this is one important concept which is tested. Out of four options, there would be one option without any punctuation, no comma, no full stop, no semicolon. And that should be your first preference whenever you do questions, right? If it
Mm-hmm.
sounds good to your ears, and if you think that the idea is properly mentioned and you don't need any kind of separation there, like this is a thumb rule. This is not like um, a grammar rule, but more like a commonsensical thing that you would not really like to have these punctuations unless they are needed. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You know what are these called as comma, full stop, and semicolon? They
Like, what
are
do you
called
mean?
as, yeah. So they are called as punctuations, but they are
Yeah.
called as stop punctuations.
Got it.
They stop you. They are meant to stop either the converse. I mean, when you use them in your writing, they are meant to put some kind of pause. And as we have seen very clearly, pauses are not the most ideal things to have. So we would
Yeah.
rather like not to have these pauses or not to have these punctuations until and unless they are like absolutely necessary, right?
Yeah.
So that's the first thing, that you should use them sparingly and you should know the rules where to use them. Okay. So
Mhm.
let's come to the rules now. So period is a hard stop. You put that between two full sentences, right? You use
Yeah.
it between two full sentences. So now the natural question should be, what do you mean by a full sentence?
What do you mean?
What do you mean? So
Like,
what is a full sentence? Like for example, if I say, I teach grammar, is this a full sentence?
um, like it has a subject.
Absolutely.
It has to have a verb, right?
Yeah, it has a verb
Yeah, that would be a full sentence.
and some details. Like grammar is, let's say, some details. So it's a full sentence. It must have a subject, it must have a verb. If these two things are there, then it makes a full sentence. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So this is a full sentence. Okay. I,
Yeah.
let's say now, if I want to expand this idea, I teach grammar. I conduct online classes. Should I put a full stop there? Does this make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Because you're already done with one sentence.
Absolutely. Now, my question to you, can I write it like this? I teach grammar instead of a full stop. What if I put a semicolon?
No, that would not work.
Well, this is the thing. So a semicolon can replace a period. So a semicolon would also work here. This is something new you learned today.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't know this, right?
Nope.
So a semicolon can replace a period. Well, I'll say in most of the cases, right? So we'll see what are those cases. I'll say mostly. So basically, the rules are the same. If you want to use a semicolon, again, they should be independent clauses or full sentences, right? So semicolon is also used to separate independent clauses or sentences, right? So technically, everywhere you put a full stop, you can pretty much put a semicolon as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Now my question to you. In case the options are A, comma, so A is, let's say, a full stop. And the option B is, let's say, a semicolon. And option C is, let's say, a comma. And option D is also something. Okay. Which two options you can straight away cancel, saying that those two options are incorrect?
A and C.
A and B. Why A and B? These two are incorrect. Why?
Oh, because they don't separate a sentence, right?
Yeah, they can be used interchangeably. So if period is right, then semicolon is also right. Isn't it?
Yeah.
And there cannot be two correct answers. So there must be something else, maybe a comma, maybe a colon, or something. But A and B are definitely wrong. Does that make sense? Because both of them can replace each other, right?
Yeah.
So we are clear about the use of a period. To a certain extent, we are clear about the use of a semicolon as well. Where else do we use a semicolon? I mean, if semicolon and period serve the same purpose, then why do you have these two punctuations? There must be something special about something else, right? So let's see what is the purpose of a semicolon. What exactly does it do? So semicolon is a stronger punctuation than a comma, but weaker punctuation than a period. What does that mean? Stronger, weaker, what do you mean by that? Well, if the two thoughts are absolutely different and you want to really separate them strongly, you'll use a period. But if they are somehow related to each other and you don't want to put that strong a punctuation, you use a semicolon, right? Like I play many games, right?
Yeah.
Semicolon, football is my favorite. Now, I'm talking about the games I play, and I'm just talking about one of them, which is my favorite. And this one is a very related thought. So I would rather put a semicolon here than a full stop. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because this is a lighter punctuation. Does that mean a period would be incorrect?
No.
Yeah, you are right. So period won't be incorrect here, but semicolon suits better, right?
Got it.
So that's how you use semicolon, and that's how you decide between a semicolon and a period. But this is very subjective, right? Somebody might like putting a period there, somebody else might like putting a semicolon there, isn't it? And technically both are correct.
Yeah.
So you would never be given a question where you have to decide between a semicolon and a period in this kind of scenario, because both are correct, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we are done with this part, which is related to periods. Let us now talk about semicolon. So where do you use a semicolon? One is you can separate sentences. So the way you use a period right?
Mm-hmm.
So you can use it in the similar way. That's one. We have seen this. Where else? It is also used as a super comma. Okay. Let's take some examples of semicolon used as a super comma. I must have written somewhere. Yeah, super comma. Did I write it anywhere else? No, semicolon. Okay, so here I have some examples. Um, so as you can see these examples, I like buttermilk. I drink it every day. You can put a period there. You can put a semicolon there. Both are correct, right? This
Yeah.
we have already seen. So this thing you are clear with. This is where we are going to use it as a super comma. So here you can see semicolon being used as a super comma.
Mm-hmm.
Can you see this? I like. So what are the things I like? Watching movies, comma, both English and Hindi. Playing outdoors, comma, football and basketball, and visiting exotic tourist places. Goa, Kashmir, etc., etc. This is one sentence actually. Okay, let me just put it like this. Have you seen these kind of sentences, Sahil?
No.
Like this.
Nah, I've never seen that.
I like, so I'm talking about my likings.
Mm-hmm.
What do I like?
Like all the stuff that you enjoy doing.
Exactly. I like watching movies. Which types of movies? So I put a comma here and a little expansion of the types of movies I like to watch, both English and Hindi.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And
Yeah.
then there is this beautiful thing called as semicolon,
Got it.
right? So I've already used a comma here and I still want one more punctuation. So I put a semicolon there, which is like a stronger separator than a comma. So that's why we call it as a super comma.
Got it.
Yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
this is one set of information or one set of things I like. The another thing which I like is what? Playing outdoor games. Now, my story doesn't end there with outdoor games. I want to further expand it. So I put a comma and I give the names of the outdoor games: football, basketball, and again a semicolon. So does it make sense to you? Do you see what's going on?
Yeah.
Can you explain it in your own words what's going on?
So basically, you're talking. Obviously, this is like a list about of everything you like doing. But first, so basically, you give a like a vague topic, like a pretty much like broad or like general, like
Yeah,
watching movies, playing outside, and visiting. Like exotic is not very broad, but still, like it's still like a broad term. Like there can be a lot of movies that you could watch. There could be a lot of games that you can play outside, and
yeah,
then like there's thousands of places on Earth that you can visit, right? So
yeah,
then you use the comma to separate the like watching movies, and then you say like the language and Hindi or English and Hindi, right?
yeah, yeah,
You the same thing for playing outdoors, and then you
yeah,
say football and basketball, and then you
yeah.
say Goa and Kashmir, right? And then the
Correct.
semicolon, it's used because you're not still talking about the watching movies and Hindi and English, but you're still talking about stuff that you'd like. So you don't want to end the sentence because these thoughts are like it's one thought, like you were saying, like you don't want to run into thoughts basically. You want one thought to be in one sentence, right? So you don't
Absolutely.
want so you don't want to get rid of those thoughts. So that semicolon is there to show you basically you're moving into something different. So I just liked watching movies. I also like playing outdoor games, and I also like traveling a lot.
Absolutely, you got it, 100%. That makes a lot of sense. And that's how you use a semicolon. Are you absolutely clear about it?
Yeah.
So this is what we call as semicolon being used as a super comma, which means in combination to a comma, or in addition to a comma, in addition to a comma, right? So that's where we call it as the semicolon being used as a super comma. And yeah, we learned it. Okay, so that's that. There's probably one more example here. I have taught Sanika, a girl from United States, Adrian, a boy from Mumbai, Manish, a boy from Ujjain, Hansini, a girl. It should not be and a girl. I should put this and actually here, isn't it? And Hansini, a girl from Chicago. Does this make sense? Can you see again a combination of commas and full stops coming up here? So a comma and then there again, not full stop, sorry, these semicolons. Yeah. So
Mhm.
wherever you want to make a list like this, you can use it. And there might be some questions there where you are tested on this concept. Does this make sense?
Yeah.
So who is Adrian?
He's a boy from Mumbai.
Absolutely. So a little extension there. Who is Manish? A boy from Ujjain. Hansini is a girl from this. And with the last one, we use and.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is same as we use comma and stuff. Yeah. So we are very
Mhm.
clear about it, and this makes a lot of sense. Are we very, can we move on?
I just have a question on why you put a comma after their names.
So I want to give a little extra detail about that person. So who is Sanika? So this is what we call as a modifier, Sahil,
Got it.
right? If you put some comma and some details about something, we call it as modifier. Let's take one or two examples of it. Um, like I can say, a boy from which city you are from?
Chicago.
Chicago. Your name, Sahil, scored full marks in SAT. Is this, what is this? What is this? A boy from Chicago. What is this?
Like,
Oh, a sentence, right? Because it
Yeah, so this is nothing but a modifier. So some small phrase which gives some extra details about something else is called as a modifier. Do you get it?
Mhm.
Okay, let me make one more sentence. A big city. Which part of US is Chicago in? In southern part or northern part or western part?
It's up north.
In the northern part of United States, of the United States. What am I describing here?
That Chicago is
Chicago, yeah. So the word Chicago has to come right next to this. So
got it.
the rule is that right after the modifier, you need the object modified.
Got it.
A big city in the northern part of United States, Chicago, is known for tech universities. Yeah.
Yeah.
So why am I writing I big city? It should be a big city, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you got it. This is what we call as a modifier. Okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me, is this sentence correct?
The second one?
No, no, no. I'm writing this. Jumping
Oh,
out of the sea, I saw a fish. I'll write one more. Wait. So you have to tell me which one is right, which one is wrong. Okay, so out of these sentences, one is correct, one is incorrect. Tell me which one is right, which one is correct, which one is incorrect.
The first one is correct
Okay. Why the first one is correct?
because it has a period at the end.
Oh my God, my bad. Sorry.
Oh, that one also has a period? Okay, hold
Yeah.
on. Then it would be the second one.
Why?
Because basically you have the modifier and then there's like a part after that. So you see a fish, but where did you see that fish? I saw it jumping out of the sea.
Absolutely. It was the fish which was jumping out of the sea, right? The fish was jumping out of the sea. What does the
Yeah.
first one mean? Jumping out of the sea. Who is jumping out of the sea? That does not make sense. You cannot jump out of the sea and see a fish strolling on the beach.
Yeah.
Huh, this would be absolutely incorrect, right? So,
Yeah.
what do we learn from this?
That basically like the modify like the actual word that's getting modified has to come first because like um it doesn't work the other way, right? Like jumping out of the
Absolutely,
sea, I
absolutely,
saw a
you got it.
fish.
Placement of modifier. So, where do you place the modifier? That's important because it can change the meaning of the sentence otherwise.
Yeah.
The modifier has to be placed right before or in close proximity to the object modified.
Hmm.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's about modifiers. And yeah, you got this now. So we understood this semicolon rule and so that's about these. Are you absolutely clear about these three sisters, comma, semicolon, and full stop now? You would be very
Yeah.
confident about
No,
them?
I feel much more comfortable using them now. Like now that I understand what they do, yeah, I feel like I can use them in the correct way.
Wonderful. Let us talk about colons also now. There's something called as a colon, which is again
Yeah.
tested in all these tests. Yeah. So there is a
Yeah.
colon. Now, unlike the semicolon, which was a separator, colon is not a separator. Then what is it? It is a connector.
Yeah, don't you use a colon to use time to say the time, like to write the time down?
Yeah. Like you want to say like it is 8 p.m. Something like
Hmm.
this. Yeah. So is that what you are saying? Like
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's the colon. So yeah, you are using it to connect these. You don't want to separate. This is one particular single unit. It is 8 p.m. So the time is 8 p.m. So you do not put like this because this would be like separating 8 and minutes. So hours and
Yeah.
minutes. You want to connect them. This is one single unit. Yeah, that
Yeah.
makes sense. That makes sense. You gave a good example. That's good.
Hmm.
So let's see some examples of colons. So we use colons to make lists, but there is a rule, and let's see how it is. Is this sentence correct? I see colon Hindi movies and English movies.
No.
Why is this incorrect?
Because it just doesn't the sentence just doesn't make sense. You're just saying I see, but you're not giving any context behind that.
Okay, so you are right. This is incorrect. The reason is that this part before the colon, this must be a full sentence. So this is the rule. the part before the colon must be a full sentence. So let me just write it here. Okay, you got it actually. So I don't need to. Should I write it? I think I would have written it somewhere. No, I haven't. Okay. So this is incorrect actually. The reason is that, so I see movies in different languages. Is this correct now?
Yes, now it's correct.
Yeah. So this is correct, but the previous one, when I said like this is not correct. So the part before the colon must be a full sentence. So this is incorrect and this is correct. I see Hindi movies, English movies, so and so. So yeah, that's what it is. So this was colon. So colon can be, okay, let's also talk about some other punctuations like double dash. Yeah. Have you seen this sometimes where they use a dash and then da 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 and then there's another dash, a double dash.
Nah,
What's the use of this?
no, I've never seen this.
Okay, like for example, this one. Ananya, a girl from Rockland, scored 1600 in SAT. Or Ananya in brackets, a girl from Rockland scored 1600 in on the SAT, says not in the.
Nah, I've never seen it.
Or Ananya, comma, a girl from Rockland, comma, scored this. So these three, either a double comma or a double dash, which is called as M dash, or brackets, they serve the same purpose, which is giving extra information. Okay? So in order to give extra information, you can use either of these three.
Got it.
Yeah? The double dash or double comma, like the way we have written here. This is extra information. Like Ananya scored 1600 in SAT. That is fine. Whether she was from Rockland or from Chicago doesn't matter. So this is what? This is
What?
extra information, isn't it?
Yeah.
A girl from Rockland is extra information. So this extra information can either go like this, or you can put it in parenthesis. This is extra information. Yeah. Or you can put it between two commas.
I've seen the 2 commas.
Yeah, so two commas are commonly used. So that's good. Yeah. So we have seen double comma, double dash, brackets, comma, full stop, semicolon, colon. What else? Oh yeah, those things. Apostrophe. So here comes the apostrophe. Okay, what is the difference between this? Many boys play football. Boys, what is this? So this is plural.
Yeah.
You do not put an apostrophe there.
You
Similarly,
only put an apostrophe if it's like owning something, right? Like
yeah, if it's owning something, that is correct.
yeah,
Like for example,
possession, right?
if you look at this, my boy's favorite game is football. So my
Yeah, and
boys means this is singular, just one boy.
yeah, but it's like it's your boy.
It's my boy, just one boy. But if I say boy's favorite game is football, what does this mean?
Like they're your boys, but there's more than one of them.
Yeah, more than one of them, or maybe many boys. I may be there in a school and I say that boy's favorite game is football. So this means plural and the first one is singular, right? So in case of plural, this apostrophe comes after S. Apostrophe after S. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So that's that. This is the boys' room. Means there's just one boy. And this is the boys' room. Means many boys live in this room.
Got it.
Yeah. So these kind of singular and plural apostrophes are tested there. Yeah, there are some elephant words. These are also very important.
Hmm.
So whenever you get these words in the question like these, you have to pause because they change the direction of information. This
Got
is
it.
important. Yeah. So whenever you get these words either in the story or in a small paragraph, just stop. But, however, nevertheless, or a colon or a double dash or though or therefore, these are elephant words. Why do we call them elephant words?
Because they're like, you don't see them too often,
You
basically.
don't see
Like,
them too often, yeah.
uh, and they like make you stop. I'm pretty sure you have to use like a semicolon or something like that, right?
Yeah, so they are important actually. You know, I mean, when I say important, what do I mean? Most of the questions are framed around these elephant words.
Got it.
Yeah, so if you just read a big paragraph and you want to read it fast, just focus on the elephant words. Where is this but da 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 da. Oh, here there is a but. So what is happening here? Up till now, this guy was going in this direction. And with but, it will change the direction.
Yeah.
So like this, you can look at the whole paragraph like flow of information in certain direction. And wherever there is a but or a however, there is a U-turn.
Got it.
So
All
while
right.
taking a U-turn, do you slow down?
Yeah.
Yeah. Similarly, by taking this U-turn in reading, you have to slow down. Yeah. So these elephant words help you a great deal. They help you to figure out where would be the answer. See, many people say that you have to read fast, isn't it? Oh,
Yeah.
you have got like these many questions and this less time, and you're supposed to do it fast, fast, fast. Read fast, right?
Yeah.
But how fast a person can read?
Yeah.
Isn't that like there's a limit to
There's
it?
limits. Yeah.
Yeah. So instead of reading fast, what if we have an easier way? If I want to finish my questions in the given time span, and I don't want to read fast, but I still want to be fast, what can I do?
Uh, you can skip read.
You can skip read. Very good. Or, in other words, you read less.
Yeah.
Instead of reading fast, you read less. You don't have to read every word.
Hmm.
Then what would you read?
You would read like the important, like elephant words, and then
Exactly.
you would
Yeah.
like try and basically like scout out
Yeah.
important words that you think would
Yeah,
be
yeah, yeah.
important.
That makes sense. So this will help you speed up your uh, rate of answering questions because and not just that, you would be exhausting your brain a little less. You'll not get tired because you don't have to give those many inputs to your mind to process to get the right answer, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like if you give a big code to a computer and it is giving the same small output, why should you not write a short code?
Because then you're not, it's basically not going to work.
So if the short code also works the same way, if it gives the same kind of output, what would you prefer to give to a computer's brain? A big code or a short code?
A big code.
A big code? It gives the
Yeah.
same output. I would rather like to write a short code.
Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. I see what you mean.
You see what I mean? Like
Yeah.
to write a big code, the computer in any case has to process it.
Yeah.
And it has to give a small output. But if I were to just like write something small, and if if my output is taken care of, why would I write a long code? I would write a small code if it gives the same output, right?
Hmm.
Same is the case with our mind. If I treat my mind like a computer, what should I give to my mind? A lot of information. Like, for example, if I'm a doctor, yeah, and I'm, let's say, an eye specialist, what are they called as? Ophthalmologists? Something.
Yeah. Something like that.
So, if I'm an ophthalmologist, would I be interested in your knee pain?
No.
Yeah, so I need to just know what's going on in your eyes. I need to treat that, right?
Yeah.
So same is the case with answering the questions. When you read a paragraph, whenever you read content, skip read because a
Got it.
lot of extra information is there and you have to cut the noise. You have to hear the content, the info,
Got it.
right? And
Hmm.
these elephant words help you get to the point very quickly. So whenever there is a though in a sentence, you can figure out, oh, this part before the though is extra information. They're just putting something here. The part which comes after though is important.
Got it.
Yeah. My computer is old. Though my computer is old, it runs fast. What do I want to say? My computer is old or it runs fast?
Your computer runs fast.
My computer runs fast. That's more important for me, right? So this way you can figure out what is
Yeah.
important, what is less important, right? Well, depending on question, it may change,
Mhm.
but then still you know, oh, there are two pieces of information which are contradictory. Similarly, therefore, so da 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 da, and then there is this beautiful therefore and something written there. How do you connect these two?
What like
The part
how
before therefore and the part after therefore.
you would have to make like a connection between the subject, basically?
Yeah, so there, whatever comes before therefore must be some cause.
Yeah.
And whatever comes after therefore must be some effect,
Yeah.
right? I studied hard. I wanted to score high in SAT and I started doing classes and I learned from IXL and da 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 dee 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 do do do. Therefore, when I went to the test, I found it very easy to answer questions. So what is this? All this before therefore is the cause, after therefore is the effect.
Hmm.
Yeah. So you use there, so like this you can figure out and you can skip read. So these elephant words are important because they help you to get to the point very fast. Okay, these are some simple rules which we will be following, but then let me just take you through very quickly. All right, first precision, then speed. So initial days, don't focus on speed, focus on being precise.
Got it.
Yeah. Don't have to be fast, just be right. That is enough. There can be two correct answers, but there would only be one best answer. So there are two different things, correct answer and best answer. Are you supposed to choose the correct answer or the best answer?
The correct answer.
No, you are supposed to choose the best answer. So
Got it.
correct answer means what? It could be right, but best
Yeah.
answer is the one which is just one. And it is a
Got
little more supported by the evidence in the question, by the premise, right?
Yeah.
See what they do. No, how do they play with you? They will give you four options: A, B, C, D. B will be a very good option, and you will like B. So B will act as a smoke screen. It will not allow you to see C. Why? Because B was so good. So what will you do? You won't read C,
Yeah.
and you end up choosing B. But B was what?
It was the correct answer, not the best one.
Yeah, it would be a correct answer, not the best one. The best one comes later, and that's what they do use a smoke screen.
Got it.
Okay, this is again important. How to think while doing these questions. Would you be searching for the right answer? Would you be searching for the wrong answer?
First off, I would search for the wrong ones so that I could I like definitely know like okay, this one is definitely not gonna be it. So now let me see like
Yes, absolutely. You are right.
like
You're
I
not supposed to
like I
search for the right answer. You're supposed
yeah,
to act like a doubting mother-in-law. Who is a
yeah,
doubting mother-in-law who tries to find faults? Like, how can I prove this wrong? How can I prove this wrong? This is not right. This is not right. This is not right. So you have to do that. And
hmm,
this takes a little effort because you are going against the tide. You want to get the right answer, but you're trying to figure out the wrong answers and throw them off. That's what
got
is
it.
the essence of process of elimination as well, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, it doesn't come very naturally to us because our brain tries to take a shortcut.
Hmm.
So, but you have to control it and you have to tell it that, I'm not interested in the right answer. Just tell me why a wrong answer is a wrong answer. Just keep throwing off. So, what is left is the right answer.
Got it.
You can also try this technique called as vertical read. Now, what is this vertical read? How do you generally read a paragraph? From left
Uh
to right, right?
yeah,
Right? If you want to make comparisons, do not read left to right, read top to bottom like this. So you scroll your eyes like this. Oh, this word here it says America, here it says India, here it is saying Japan, right? So you don't have to read the whole sentence. This sentence would be about America, this sentence would be about India, this sentence would be about Japan if the word Japan is there, right?
yeah.
So if you know for sure that the answer has to have the word Japan, would it make sense for you to read the whole sentence where America is present?
No.
No. So this way you can skip read and read faster. And this is what we call as vertical read, right?
Yeah.
Have you ever done vertical reading?
Like top to bottom?
Yeah.
No.
Maybe when you were doing a test, when exam was there and you were supposed to read it very fast. So you just skim through it like this. Oh, this is what it is. When you already know it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah.
Does it help you to speed up?
A little, but you miss a lot of important
Yeah, you
information.
miss a lot of important information. But then it could be a very good starting point, isn't it?
Yeah.
To figure out a keyword, you can use this vertical read. Yeah. Punctuations we have done. We now know. So this is pretty much about it, Sahil.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm sure this will help you answer many questions quickly. And what I want you to do is from the IXL, I'll assign you some questions on punctuations itself this time, right?
Mhm.
Can we go to the IXL? Can you log in there?
Yeah. You want me to share my screen?
Yeah. Please share your screen so we can quickly see which questions there are and I can right away assign those questions to you. Have you opened it?
almost. Could you see my screen?
Yeah, I can.
Oh,